This the NC beat. I got a freak elite like Pablo P. 980 and DO4 is where the Charlotte leaks. 252 for the Greenville. Hat on blue for the Tar Heels. I can edge them on this paradox like crack foes, like the locks. We knock bolts and the notch. Now I know when he talks how I can't even announce my parascript and reach the dot. Cause when this ball point the close, my mental travel hellish spots like astro projection. Cannot conjoint the two of us if there is no connection. But you can close section. The NCB, the NCB. The NCB, the NCB, whoa, whoa.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, I love you, Mr. Jackson, for real, I do.
I almost got away. If it wasn't for that goddamn Gerald Jackson and the NCB mob, I almost got away. Got to be more careful.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to the NCB. Y'all know 7:30 come real fast. Only on the nights that I got to do a show, it comes really fast. Me and Miss Hockaday was having a little technical difficulties with her stream and trying to get her up on the glass tonight. So we might gonna have to try phone. And if that doesn't work, then we will have to do the interview another time. But we will be doing this interview, trying it tonight, and we will also be talking about the story that is trending right now in Greenville, North Carolina, where a daycare is under fire after a 3-year-old was found wandering in a street while under their care. And we thank the Lord on tonight that this child is alive because of the negligence of Kindercare, Daycare down there in Greenville. So we definitely gonna talk about y'all on tonight. I do want to say the other night I was live. I got a lot of messages from people who had been blocked from this page. The night that we did an interview with Overseer Lisa Holloway in her church, who was on a bus ride from hell. Y'all remember that story? Okay. I received a lot of messages from people who were blocked from the live stream over comments that you did not make. Okay, I think I found out who did it. I removed them. I'm not gonna mention their name because y'all will be shocked. But you know, people try to sabotage your stuff, you know, underhandedly. Then they get in the comments and they like to call in and act like that. They so this and that. You hoes ain't shit. And I don't know why you hoes did not think, you know, they're gonna block my baby mama down here in the comments. How you gonna block my baby mama? Gonna block my baby mama, Francesca. How you gonna block my baby mama right here? How you gonna try to block my baby mama now? She got your position, ho. You know, I just don't understand. People be trying to sabotage people's shit, but see, I got the keys to every damn thing. So I apologize for people that got blocked and ain't say nothing. They even blocked the church page of the pastor. So I just want to clear that up. Okay. Moderators know to only block people if you come for me or my guest. Y'all can handle yourselves down in the comments, okay? So, but nobody should be getting blocked because of an opinion. You know, dealing with the situation. So we know who blocked, and you ain't got to act like you don't know who the fuck you blocked. We know who you blocked, and we know who you've been blocking. But tonight, you blocked. You gonna be if you not. Anyways, shout out to everybody. That's not for the new visitors. Shout out to everybody who is tuning in on the NC Beat tonight. I'm your boy, Gerald Jackson. Tonight, we're going back to Enfield, North Carolina, because I'm going to talk to a mother who's going to tell you about this nightmare that she and her family has been living for the last almost 2 years. Okay? Her daughter, Cierra Webb, 25 years old, went to a bonfire party at Double D Ranch in Enfield. Y'all know who owned Double D Ranch. We ain't got to talk about that damn predator. Y'all know who owned Double D Ranch. He threw a bonfire party. Security was whack. Somehow guns got inside this party. Over 700 people in attendance. 700 people in attendance. And this lady loses her life. And from an article that I pulled from a local news outlet, and let me give you this. Hold on, because I got my notes right here. The news article was from November 22nd, 2022. It said that, and since then, since the date of this article, November 22nd, 2022, detectives with the Halifax County Sheriff's Office told them, and I quote, have only gotten 5 tips related to the homicide of Cierra Webb out of 700 people that was at this party at Double D Ranch owned by Dennis Harvey. Nobody, only 5 tips, only 5 tips, only 5 folk out of all y'all hoes. And we know every time a shoot go on or a fight break out, I got spit coming out my mouth. That's all right. Catch the anointing, because you hoes gonna need it tonight. But out of 700 people at a party, only 5 came forward, knowing some of y'all nosy. You know right now, if they shooting outside your house, you're going to go outside knowing that they shoot just to see what's going on. So we're not going to act like we at a bonfire party and ain't nobody seen nothing. Ain't nobody seen nothing. Ain't nobody called nobody and said, oh, such and such shot last night. Ain't nobody know none. Don't nobody know nothing. Even for the people that got wounded. But don't nobody know nothing. I encourage y'all to share the live on tonight. Let me know where you're watching from. Please shout out your city. So, don't nobody know nothing. Dennis Harvey sent up here on recorded phone calls. And I'm going to play that recording again tonight. Sent up here on recorded phone calls, telling everybody, oh, I told the police this, I told the police that. 3 detectives done been on the case. Ain't no lead, ain't no suspects, ain't nobody wanted. All these resources, and ain't none going on. We just, this a 25-year-old girl case is about to go cold because it's 700 niggas at a party, and niggas want to act like they ain't seen nothing. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. 700 people and ain't nobody seen nothing is diabolical. Only 5 leads. Only 5 leads. The Halifax County Sheriff's Office has received as of November 22nd, 2022. I don't know about, and when I say they may have received more, we're going to find out tonight. I don't know. I'm going off of the research that has been made public. Had there been regular updates regarding this case, if people get up off their ass and do something, then maybe we would know more than 5. But obviously we don't know more than 5. So this mom has been dealing with a nightmare. This family, Sierra's dad, their family, friends, has been dealing with a nightmare ever since they learned that their child was killed at a party. And then people were quick to be charged for something, and charges got dismissed. If you hosting parties and you letting guns come in your parties and it kills somebody, you should bear the responsibility as much as the killer should. And that may also lead you to other situations with this damn owner who we just did a story about, trying to get something from this 18-year-old boy he just hired at a job, then paying a woman $100. If the police drag Dennis Harvest down there to that interrogation room, that man know what's going on. He know more than what he's telling them. And at the end of the day, I'm just convinced that people really don't give a damn about nobody else unless it's their child. That's crazy. That over 700 people was at a party and don't no damn body know who did this to this girl. Even with the recording that Dennis said, maybe detectives don't know Quan Jones by Quan Jones. They may know it by his real name. So that's probably why they said they ain't never heard of it. Who knows? But at the end of the day, this young lady deserves justice. She deserves justice. She deserves answers. Her family deserves answers. And they need to shut that goddamn raggedy ass farm down there down. Okay? Y'all give me one moment real quick. Let me see if I can try to get this mother on the line. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this. Y'all, for y'all that's late, I told y'all we are having technical difficulties with the camera. We're trying to get Miss Hockaday on the camera, but the connection, windy in the area, is very hard. Okay, so y'all bear with me. We're gonna have to do what we do normally when we bring people up here to call in. We're gonna have to do this the other way. So y'all just bear with me, okay? Just bear with me and let me get up on this screen, okay? So hold on, let's see here. Screen share. We got to do this again. Y'all already know how we had to do it last time. Bear with me. This is so ghetto, but for justice, I would do anything. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get her on the line. Y'all bear with me. Okay, Miss Hockaday.
Yes.
All right. Can y'all hear Miss LaShondia? Can y'all hear Miss Hockaday? If y'all can hear her, please give her a thumbs up in the chat, and y'all drop her some red hearts for love. Drop her some red hearts for love. People need love nowadays, and this family is going through a very difficult time still. You know, because, and Miss Hockaday, I'm getting ready to bring you, we're getting ready to discuss this in a few moments, but I don't think people realize that it is so hard, losing a child. I don't have kids, but I hear parents and I listen to parents all the time. And it's already bad enough, excuse me, to lose a child. And then in a way such as this, and then nobody is held accountable. You know what I mean? But when somebody is held accountable, it kind of help you heal. You know what I mean? But when you're out here having to fight, having to keep calling down to the sheriff's office to get answers when people should be calling you, to have to continue having social media posts that if anybody know anything to come forward to continue going through that, I just know it is so difficult, especially being that it's almost 2 years later and still no one has been arrested in the murder of your daughter. People was allowed in this event by Dennis Harvey with guns, and they were able to pull it out and shoot with no regard for anybody else's life. And I feel as though he should be held accountable as well as the murderer. Miss Hockaday, I want to say thank you so much for coming up here. I want to also shout out Fighting Crime, Kat. Shout out to Kat. She has been one of the lead outlets. I mean, she's been the one that's constantly been updating the public and asking for people to come forward. She has kept Cierra's story alive, 2 years later. And Miss Hockaday, I'm just so grateful that we were able to post about her story as well. And I'm just so grateful that you come up here tonight with me to talk about your daughter's story. And we're grateful that you are up here. And we just want to say thank you so much from the Beat Mob. They still showing you love with all of these hearts. You probably can't see it because you're on the phone with me, but everybody is still dropping hearts and showing love to you. And y'all, please share this live for justice for Cierra, okay? So if you tune in tonight, share the live for justice for her. You may not know, there may be somebody on your page who may not be on our page that may know what happened and may come forward. And so we don't want to miss any opportunity to bring justice to Cierra. So Miss Hockaday, thank you so much for coming on tonight. Miss Hockaday, on November 13th, 2022, your 25-year-old daughter, Cierra Webb, was killed at a bonfire party at Double D Ranch in Enfield, owned by Dennis Harvey. Can you walk us, first of all, I want to say, how are you doing tonight? Let's start there.
I'm doing okay. To me, it seems like I'm reminded every day of what happened, and then I think about the 700 plus. The 700 plus comes from that's how many wristbands they had.
Yeah.
And so you had some people in there without wristbands, so that's how they know it was over 700 people.
Right.
So I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
Every day I wake up and I'm like, all of them people that was there, I'm thinking every day somebody's going to call and we're going to get something.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Somebody's going to lead us somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And 2 years later, nothing. It's just closed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And, sometime I post or sometime I get up, I send Fighting Crime a message. And she posts just like that, no hesitation.
Yeah.
I remember when this first happened, I reached out to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And you posted, Cierra, when this happened, and you told me whenever I got ready to let you know, and that you would, we would do this.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So with the story the other day about Dennis, I said, I think it's time.
Yes, ma'am.
I haven't, the Halifax County Sheriff or detectives, nobody has reached out to me and gave me nothing good in almost 2 years. Nothing. So on that night, when all of this happened, me and Cierra's daddy, he got the call. He got the call that Cierra had been hurt and that we needed to come. And I heard him say, "What you mean Cierra's hurt?" Her friend said that she had been shot. My heart dropped. So Cierra did ask the guy to send us the address. We on the way.
Yes, ma'am.
We on the way down there, and I never heard of this place.
Right.
We going through Halifax. It's like in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, the whole time I'm thinking, why is she all the way down here?
Yeah.
So as we get closer and closer and closer, I feel something. We passed one ambulance. We stopped. We asked, did they have Cierra up there? They said no. We go down a little bit more. We get to another. We get ready to turn on to the Green Acres Road, and there's another ambulance. We stopped it.
Mm-hmm.
We said, is Cierra up there? They didn't even know who they had in the back. So she turns her head and she says no. I knew then. When we passed them two ambulances, we stopped and we got there. I knew then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when we turn on the road, you still got hundreds of people still standing around. Still standing around. We get out of the car. Cierra daddy runs over there. I get out of the car. I can't run, but I'm walking as fast as I can.
Yeah.
She's laying there. When we get there, they're just putting the sheet over my child.
Wow.
They're just putting the sheet over Cierra. And what got me was you got all of these people standing around looking at my child laying on a cold ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that hurt me. So Cierra's daddy, he took the sheet back and he's trying to do CPR because he's like, no, Cierra, you cannot leave us. You cannot leave. We got the call. We on the way. We here. So, he pulls the sheet back. He does, his little CPR. And when he left, her eyelid, he lifted her eye, we knew then. But you still had all of these people standing around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Standing around.
Wow.
So we stay out there for a little bit, and we end up, leaving, coming to the house.
Mm-hmm.
By then, the word had got out. Everybody's calling. Facebook, everything. But I said, no, this can't, this can't be. We coming home. Cierra daddy like, my baby, my baby, my baby. It's I still didn't know what was going on.
Yes, ma'am.
We get here, and my side of the family,
Mm-hmm.
his side of the family, everybody's coming up because it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next day, nothing. Nothing from the sheriff department. It took them about 2-3 days, and I wouldn't have heard nothing from them if I wouldn't have called down there.
Well, you mean to tell me
they didn't reach out to me?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't reach out to me. I had to call down there.
So did they know at the time? They didn't know at the time that you got the phone call from Cierra's friend that you knew she had got shot. Because normally they notify the next of kin. You know what I'm saying? They probably wouldn't know who knows her and her family. So, but I would assume they supposed to notify, the next of kin of a shooting victim. But you saying that you never got a phone call from them about your daughter being shot until you called down there for information about what happened.
You see, she was identified, that night because
Okay.
me and her daddy was there.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So, we identified her.
Okay.
But as far as the Halifax County contacting us about anything, that wasn't. I think I contacted them like 2-3 days later.
Okay. 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 And when you contacted them, what did you tell them? Were you just basically trying to get information on how your daughter got shot?
My first one, when I asked, I wanted to know where Cierra was.
Okay. Right.
Because when we left, they told me she was coming to Ronald Rapids.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra didn't come to Running Rapids. She went to Greenville. So I was upset.
Right.
My daughter's gone. You tell me she's going one place. It's like she's lost. You send her somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they apologized. And then from there, we set up a date. And then Sierra's father went down there. Me and Sierra's father go down there. And we get in there. It's like everybody's lost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm mad. I'm hurt.
Yeah.
You pull out this board of the ranch like a layout. Oh, we think it happened over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we think it'll happen over there. You know, it was 700 people. It's hard to determine where shots came from. But you got 700 people.
700 people. That's a lot of people.
You didn't start interviewing people. And they did not. So Sierra went there with some friends. They did not interview Sierra's friends the next day or that night. It took them almost 2 days.
Yeah, and I
get
wanted
in contact and bring somebody in and interview.
Right, and I wanted to.
You got 700 people out there. When them police got there, you should have shut the damn road down and stopped everybody. I don't care if it took you 10 hours to write everybody's name down.
Right.
Because when I got there, you still had hundreds of people still standing around.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody even took a picture of my child. My child lay out there on that cold ground. Do you know how disrespectful that is?
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody took a picture of Sierra laid out there. And was standing around and see the people want to see it. What type of mess is that?
Disgusting. But don't nobody.
Then somebody had a video. Somebody had a video, and you could hear the shooting in the background and say, "Oh, Shorty just went down." Shorty that just went down was my daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. That is disgusting. That's disgusting.
So after me and Sierra's daddy went down there a couple of days later, a week, me and my mother went. So by the time me and my mother go, this should have been enough time for y'all to come up with something.
Right.
Lost. One don't know nothing. This one don't know nothing. That one don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They disrespected me because I asked them again. I said, "You told me my baby was coming to Running Rapids, but she went to Greenville."
Mm-hmm.
Did you know what that man told me and my mama?
What did he tell you?
We knew eventually she would show up.
Yeah. Wow.
That's what he told me.
Wow.
Me and my mama. We knew eventually she would show up. What type of mess is that?
Right. Yeah.
Now, it's coming from the sheriff's department. I mean, so then we read it, we seen one article where they say they had I don't know if it came from Dennis or it came from the sheriff's department. It was an article said they had set 27 guns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or 27 guns had went in and they was finding them everywhere. Where are those 27 guns at?
Right.
Where are those guns at?
That part. Wow.
Then you telling me you interviewing this person, and you come back, "Oh, it's nothing. We interviewed that person, or we got a tip on this, and then it's nothing." So you mean to tell me you got all of these tips and nothing?
So they got more than 5 tips at this point, Miss Hockaday?
I'm thinking those were the 5 tips.
Wow.
Because they ain't nowhere, they ain't got nothing.
So since
and
then,
half of the tips I think they got is the tips that people was telling me that I said, "Look, I heard such and such, I need to check out." Oh, we checked it out. That is nothing. Boom, there was one detective.
Right.
When me and my mama went, this was the second detective we on the case, and he was real good. Mm-hmm. Every time I called, I asked something or I heard something, I tell him he's on it.
Right.
He's on it. But before I know it, we got another detective. And I feel like every time a detective is on this case, me or Sierra's father should have been notified.
Yeah.
Because you got somebody new keep coming on the case, that means they got to start from the beginning.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
They got to start from the beginning. The way Halifax County is, it look like don't nobody down there really talk to each other. So how are you going to confirm or look at or ask questions from the notes from before?
Right. Right. And just to clarify, you're saying that every time there's been a detective change on your daughter's case, you wasn't notified about it. You only had to find out when you called.
When I called or when I read it,
Ridiculous.
or when I seen it on something.
That's yeah. Wow. So every time you call, there's no new update. So let me ask you this.
No new updates.
The friends that Cierra went out with, it took the police a while to talk to them. Did they tell you anything about what happened that night?
2 of them did.
And what did they tell you?
2 of them said that Sierra was leaving the food truck. And the shots rang out. One ran one way, but Sierra stopped where she was at and got down.
Yeah.
And that's what I would have did, and I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Because if I go somewhere and somebody starts shooting, first thing I'm going to do is I'm getting down. I'm not running.
Yeah.
So I can't be mad because she did get down and then she happened to get up and get hit.
Yeah. Now,
but they seem like they both, like I've always had an instinct, and I don't want nobody to think I'm pointing fingers, but I feel like the friends know more than what is being told.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
Do you know her name, or you prefer the friend name?
No, I don't know no name.
Okay.
I'm up here. If I knew some, I'm already putting myself out there. I go ahead and tell the word.
Yes, ma'am.
But I've got so many stories. People telling me it started in the inside. People telling me it started out in the parking lot. It started across the street.
So has the police?
I don't know where it started.
Right. Go ahead, Miss Hockaday. I'm sorry.
I don't know where it started at. I heard the other night that something was said the other night that I had heard that Dennis had shot the first shot.
Oh, really?
And that's what made the reaction. I've heard that, and I heard this on one of these recordings where one of these lives. I don't know your first night or the second night we talked. We heard it, but I heard that he shot the first shot, and that's what made the reaction of everybody else start shooting. I heard how people were sneaking in from the back because one day say one entrance won't even cover. You can just come on in.
Wow.
But you got all of these people and nothing.
And nobody came forward to say anything.
And then you arrest 2. And then I just found out this week that their charges was dropped, and that was Dennis because he was supposedly had a handgun.
Yeah.
And then your DJ for lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
They both was charged with something. Cases was dropped. And yet, Halifax County has reached out to me and told me nothing.
Oh, so they didn't call you. So how did you find out? I know you say you found out through the live stream that I did.
Yes.
Yep. Charges were dropped. That's so sad that
because if I don't see nothing on your page, I always know fighting crime with posts.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm guessing they didn't know neither.
Well, Kat did know when I asked her about it. Nobody, because that's how I found out, because nobody, it wasn't for anyone to look up, to keep up with, you know what I'm saying, when he got charged. But when he told me himself that his charges was dismissed, I made a call to Kat and she verified, and she was shocked. We were both shocked because it's like, huh? And then you're telling us now that the police department didn't even call you. It's just crazy. It's crazy, but they were
So
drunk.
I called myself.
Yeah.
I called down there myself and I asked.
Wow.
And I was told that after someone's charged, it goes to the DA. And they had nothing else to do with it.
Right.
It goes to the DA's office. That's what I was told.
So I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Hold on. Let me just
because
check.
we have a local.
No, go ahead.
We have a local little news thing here, RSPN. And I reached out when this stuff first happened to them a couple of times to see if they can post a story to keep Cierra's name going, because this is a small town.
Right.
Running Rapids and Enfield and Rocky Mount and Halifax. Well, this is a small town.
Right.
Somebody knows something, seen something, heard something.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of them three. You seen, saw, or heard.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Somebody seen something, heard something. I want to ask you this.
Or saw something.
Yeah. I want to ask you this, Ms. Hockaday. What message do you have for those who were there and may have information about what happened or who did what this to your daughter? What message do you have for them?
I wish whoever seen something or heard something or saw something to speak up.
Yeah.
Because we not only lost a child, a child lost their mother.
Absolutely. Yeah.
A brother lost his big sister, his best friend. And Cierra had friends, best friends out here that's constantly posting about her. She got two, Portia and Misha.
Yeah.
One had a child not too long ago, and she asked me if she could give her child Cierra's middle name.
Wow.
Cierra has another close friend, Portia. She's about to get married. And it's sad because her and Cierra were so close, and Cierra's not going to be here.
Yeah.
To go to her wedding, but me and her dad we're going to be there.
Yeah.
But I wish nice. Whoever knows something just to speak up.
Yeah.
Just to speak up.
To come forward and tell the police what you know. I'm sitting here, I'm trying to get this recording up that I played. I want to replay it, and I want to ask you some questions about it. Now, I do want to ask you, Ms. Hockaday, can you just tell us what kind of person, because this is the thing. We know Halifax County Sheriff's Office isn't doing anything. There's been no new updates. There's been no new leads. I mean, let me ask you this, and you can clarify if I'm wrong or not. But when we talk about Ms. Hockaday, you don't get any update. I know you stated that you get updates, but they're nothing good. How often do the Halifax County Sheriff's Office call you and give you updates about the murder investigation of your daughter?
They ain't called me. I'm calling them.
So when was the last time that you heard from him?
I'm calling them. I met with this detective the beginning of the year. January.
This new detective.
Maybe 5, 6, yes. Maybe I came about 4 or 5 months later. I called him. Hey, anything new? Anything? Y'all got anything new? We don't have any new leads. I wait again. couple, weeks later,
Mhm.
because we now, we're 8 months. Nothing.
Nothing.
They not calling me. I'm calling them.
Right.
And if it wasn't for fighting crime and youth,
Mhm.
this right here, nobody would know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's going on 2 years
Mhm.
and nothing. And like I told the detective,
Mhm.
if you couldn't do the job, ask for help.
Right. That part.
Ask for the FBI to come in.
Yeah.
Because I reached out to the FBI
Mhm.
myself. And they told me that they couldn't come in if it wasn't
Called in.
they would have to have, they needed,
Right.
Somebody had to ask them for help.
Right.
Now, we got a sheriff down there, Tyree Davis, more interested in everything else going around here, besides what went on that night.
Yeah.
You got 700 people at a party. All of these shooters, something that big, you should have asked for help.
Yeah. I think the SBI needs to take over the case, because from what you are telling us, I mean, it doesn't seem like they are capable of investigating this case. The detectives, how many detectives? It's been 3, right? That's been on the case.
Mm-hmm.
The one that,
we're in the third.
yeah. So this is the 3rd detective that has been on this case. Now let me ask you this. What was the can you tell me, like, well, you really can't tell me because you don't know when they really changed, because nobody had been calling you to give you any updates, so you wouldn't have known when they changed or anything unless you called. But every time you call, what are they, as like, what are they telling you? Like, are they telling you just nobody is coming forward? I mean, are they telling you
Exactly.
they've not reached out, followed up on anybody that they did get a statement from? But I mean, what are they saying? Just nothing?
Nothing. When I call, it's nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
We have nothing new. We're still looking at such and such.
Mm-hmm.
We're still looking into such and such. It seems like to me that's everybody's line right there.
Yeah.
We're looking into it.
Yeah. I just don't understand. I really agree with you.
With so much going on around here,
Mm-hmm.
you should have asked for help.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Yeah. Absolutely. Especially with it being so many people out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a police department share. I don't know how big the agency, Halifax County Sheriff's Office is, but I can imagine, having to still patrol the streets, having to have deputies or detectives inside doing interviews, and having to conduct, interviews with as many people as you can, conduct interviews with. I mean, and still have to operate and still do other cases. I feel like that you would think they would call another agency in, such as the SBI, to come and help them investigate. But I mean, I just don't understand how 700 people was at a party and don't nobody. I mean, only 5 leads.
Don't nobody know nothing. Like it was a ghost.
Yeah. I can't imagine. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Ms. Hockaday, what has it been like for you and your family since you all lost Cierra? How has life been? I know it's been terrible, but that's just from what I can say, because of you losing a daughter. But how has it been for you and your family?
It has been hard.
Yeah.
It has. When it first happened, I couldn't go nowhere because all I'm thinking about is them 700 people.
Yeah.
I couldn't go to the grocery store. I couldn't go about Walmart, the mall. I couldn't go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to work here in Running Rapids.
Yeah.
And every time I go with the job I'm at, every time I go somewhere, all I'm thinking is, I wonder what they at the party.
Yeah.
Or have they heard anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Or I'm constantly getting asked, hey, have they got anybody? You heard anything?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to hear that every day.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So I transferred my job, so I know I don't have to hear it.
Yeah.
But like now, I still don't like going to certain places here because I'm still constantly thinking, who knows what?
Right. Right.
Or who would have heard what?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I do a lot of stuff. Maybe the next town over. It's hard to do stuff here.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, you know, with my grandbaby, I don't want her reminded every day who she looks like when she goes somewhere. Oh, she looks just like her mother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's every bit of Sierra. I don't want her hearing that every day.
Yeah.
I just want somebody to come forward so when she gets older and she happened to look up her mama's name, it doesn't say unsolved, you know, somebody's still out there. So whoever hurt my mama still out there. That's something I be thinking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want somebody to come forward now.
Mm-hmm.
So so it'll give us closure.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's time now. I mean, this is why people.
I don't want this to be an unsolved case. And one thing about me and everybody that knows me, might be watching now, one thing I have never did is threw in a race card.
Yes, ma'am.
Because everybody think all black people do is drink, party, smoke, get high, cause trouble. Oh, yeah, that ain't nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I feel like this case, to me, it seems like it's an open and closed case. Because that's all black people do.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we had a mixed crowd out there, we would have got more of a reaction, more attention than what we have now. Mm-hmm. Because I shouldn't have to send a message to Fighting Crime, but half the time she already posts, or to NCBU, just to keep my daughter's story out there.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
You go to the sheriff page, what do you see up there?
Nothing.
Every time you see them post a story, it's about them arresting somebody with drugs.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It seems like that's all of the focus that's going around here with this sheriff that we got in there. And we got somebody else running for sheriff, and I hope he's a whole lot better than what we got in there now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Because what we got in there now is not taking things around here serious. I feel like the way they treated me and my family when it came to my child, Sierra, it seemed like to me this was an open and closed shut case.
Wow.
You can't tell me that don't nobody know nothing.
Mm-hmm. Somebody knows something.
They know something. And that makes me sick. Because if I even think you know something, I'm like you. I block you.
Okay.
I block you.
Yeah.
I got friends now that I thought were my friends.
Yeah.
That I'd just let go. I have no hate in me. You know?
Yes, ma'am.
But I got to let that go because some people, you always had that instinct. I know they know something.
Yeah.
I know you know something because your child was out there. Or your friend was out there. And I know that this topic about Cierra and that bonfire was everybody talked about for days.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I heard such and such. Or I heard such and such. So I know y'all know something.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know something. As sweet as a girl my child was, it looked like somebody would speak up for Cierra.
Yeah.
Cierra was a hard worker.
Mm-hmm.
She worked at Cookout. Sometimes she might go in twice a day, but Cierra worked for what she wanted.
Yes, ma'am.
Cierra didn't live here with us. Cierra had her own place. Her and her child had her own place.
Yeah.
And that was the hardest thing to do after I lost Cierra, was to go clean out her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last thing you want to do, is go clean up your child's place. When you should be going over there, eating dinner with them, helping them clean up, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got to go over there and clean up my child's apartment. And it's crazy because Cierra had her Christmas tree out. Before this, she had her Christmas tree up. And, you know, I brought Sierra's Christmas tree home, and I have not taken that tree down. We change it throughout the season.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I know there's one thing that she had her hand on. But it hurts me that we had to go over there and clean out her, her place. Something like this should have never happened.
Right. Should have never happened.
It should have never happened. If you got a party and it's that big, shut it down.
Yeah.
Shut it down. Or you call your local sheriff department or police department, tell them you need help out here with security.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I remember when this first happened, the sheriff department put a poster there. They didn't even know it was a party.
Yeah, that's what they said.
They didn't even know it was a party.
Mm-hmm.
So if you throwing this party, Double D Ranch, and you got all of these people and you can't control them, shut it down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This right here shouldn't have never happened.
And I don't understand how you have security. You say they confiscated 27 guns or more or less, 27, I'm going to say. I think that's what I saw in the reports.
Yeah, that's what the thing said, 27, because I was trying to find it again myself.
Yeah, and still guns find their way into a party. How does that happen? So that either means, like you stated, they were bringing them in through the back, sneaking people in. People was coming in with guns. They had certain people coming in there with guns. We know Dennis had a gun. I'm sure he did have a gun. And I just found it strange that people, because I did not see the flyer, but people were telling me that on the flyer, it was saying something along the lines of no drama, no weapons, no security. I'm thinking like, what the hell would people be, you wouldn't think to put that on a party flyer. You know what I'm saying? You don't see the club flyers or the house party saying all that. You just say, no drama, security strictly enforced, but it's really detailing no guns. Then you find 27 guns. So this must be something that they do in Halifax County when they have parties in the woods. Everybody just bring their guns in case they see a bear or something. I mean,
this was the first I have even heard of a bonfire. They said it was one a week or so, maybe a week before this one. I don't know, because I never heard of a bonfire.
Yeah, it's just something, people are.
But when it got this big, you should have shut it down.
Right. Yeah.
Something was bound to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should have shut it down.
And then
give the people back the money and send them on about the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because I shouldn't have had to come down there, because I'd have got a call that my child is hurt and stop ambulance after ambulance.
Yeah. Yeah.
When my child, all she did was work, and she wanted to go out one night with some friends, have a good time, and come home.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, people be wanting to go out and have fun without all of the drama and stuff. But I'm with you. I'm always in your corner, Ms. Hockaday. I'm with you on 700 people. And I kept telling myself, I said, well, Gerald, what if the people honestly didn't see what was going on? What if they honestly just ran out of fear? Everybody just running. I'm just like, no, somebody know what happened. And like you said, just like them friends know, Dennis also know more too, because in the recording, and I'm hesitating to play it again because I don't want you to hear, this dangerous liar throwing up a name that we don't even know if they were involved, pulled the trigger or not. And it's like playing with your emotions. You know what I mean? It's like we don't know.
Yeah.
And this guy said, because it makes you mad if what he is saying may be the truth and the police never did anything while the guy was alive, because according to Dennis, this guy was killed. But it would be so angry, and I would be so mad to know that the person that this individual is saying did this to Cierra was able to live or be able to be out free in the world all the way up to the time that he was killed, and nobody did anything, that no police officer brought any warrants or anything. So I just don't even want to go there. I just don't even want to go there with it, because it's gonna piss me off, and I just don't want the emotions to be high with he's saying this and police ain't told me nothing and now the guy's dead. You know what I'm saying? When he could have been in custody in jail waiting to go to trial. But how can the public help you and support Cierra's daughter? How can we give, or how can we help you?
Oh, we don't need anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I want to make that known. We are okay.
Yeah.
My life has started over because, Cierra was grown. I have another one. And then, we have Anna, right now.
Yeah.
With other issues and stuff. But, yeah, we don't need anything.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
The only thing we need, we as in everybody, is for somebody to speak up.
Please speak up. Speak up.
We just need someone to speak up and tell us what you saw.
Yeah.
Because that small little thing could be something. Just help us.
Yeah.
Because I keep a lot of this stuff bottled in. It's hard for me to tell somebody happy birthday. It's hard for me to say congratulations.
Yes, ma'am.
Because my child will never get another birthday.
Yeah.
I could never tell Cierra, great congratulations. Just stuff like that is hard for me.
Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow.
People to think, oh, she didn't say this, or she must not be happy. I'm happy. But I think about what my child, is right now. She done missed her birthday, soon to be 2. I have a brother who I love and I'm so proud of. And I think about the things he's doing. Cierra could be out doing, could be out here right now doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But somebody took her life.
Yeah.
Somebody was out there acting stupid and took her. And I just wish they would come forward, because somebody's conscience got to be eating them up. Whether you did it or you didn't, even if you know something, it got to be eating you up.
Yeah.
I just wish somebody would come forward. Fighting crime is, off of the war up to 15, and then the governor's reward. That's up to like 40, I think 40 something. Even if it ain't about the money. Even if you don't look at it, about the reward, just speak up.
Just do the right thing.
Yeah, do the right thing.
And I try to tell people all the time, things may not always be intentional, but there are consequences for even accidents. And knowing that an event had no guns and you still brought a gun, or somebody allowed them in with a gun. And at this point, I really honestly feel like, Miss Hockaday, I really wish you all would file a civil suit against Dennis, because And let me say this before I go there, because that's something you and your husband will have to decide. But it's so funny how club owners can have fights and they can have shootings and someone die and they get fined. And then if they get a number of them, they get shut down, they get put out of business, and their business is deemed unsafe and a problem. But yet you have this guy who can have a party over 700 people. The city police know nothing about it. It's out in the woods, and a woman is
Let me pause
killed.
you right there.
You need to call me.
That place won't even 10 minutes from their sheriff's department. And it still took them almost 20 minutes to get there.
Yeah. I just don't understand how he's not, other than the charges that they charged him with and throughout, he don't get no fine, his ranch don't get shut down, it don't get turned over. I mean, to the police, they don't seize it. I mean, I don't know. I just think it's unfair how they do club owners who have all of the security in the world, and then stuff happens in their parking lot, and they bear the responsibility of it. But I feel like that there has to be some type of law or something where he could be responsible in some sort of way for not making sure that security was in place to protect all 700 people. You get what I'm saying? He should have had enough security out there to make sure that all 700 people went home, and that every part of that entrance inside of that bonfire was not just open like the borders and guns taking off people. But obviously he didn't have the security. He lacked security. And I don't know. I just don't know. But I really want someone to come forward about what happened. He was very negligent in how he ran that mother. Excuse my language. I ain't gonna say it. Never mind. I ain't gonna say it. I hope one day a thunderstorm just come through there and strike that bitch right on the ground, Miss Hockaday, and set that whole bitch on fire and just tear it all the way down. That's my prayer. That's my prayer. Miss Hockaday, thank you so much.
It's hard to ride through that way.
Huh?
I went out there one time since it happened, and I can't even go 95 because I hate to pass the Enfield exit. I want to have my head straight where I don't even have to look that way and see that sign on 95. Yes. Mhm. Yes. That's one thing you and everybody would never say my child. If you ever see my child being disrespectful,
Listen,
back.
they can't hear me, but you can hear me, Miss Hockaday, because I'm talking on the thing. They couldn't hear nothing I was saying. It's all right. It's all right, y'all. They couldn't hear me. I was going in too, but you heard me. But basically what I was saying was,
I want to say thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to say thank you and thank you to Fighting Crime.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And if anybody knows anything, I don't care what it is, It's fighting crime up there. It says you can message or call or whatever and anonymous. You don't got to get no name because they supposed to be following tips anyway.
Right. Yeah.
They supposed to be following tips anyway. When somebody tell them something, they need to go out and look into it. So that's what I need people to do. If you know anything or you heard any little thing,
right.
If you don't feel like reaching out to the sheriff's department, reach out to fighting crime.
Wow.
Reach out to somebody.
And it's just so fun.
Anything it helps.
Absolutely. And let me see something. I just got a text. And it's so funny because Kat says that he could have paid $50 an hour for five deputies to, secure his event, even more deputies, but yet you want to offer $2,000 to sleep with an 18-year-old that you just hired, but you couldn't even pay for security, to secure a party that's it's crazy. But what I was saying for the people that didn't hear me is that, Cierra, we want justice for her. And even when we get justice, we want people to understand that she was a 25-year-old young lady full of life, going out to a party with friends to enjoy it, when some idiots shot her, shooting at somebody else, bullet hit her, they still shot her. All because they don't have no regard for human life. The parents didn't teach them nothing about other people's lives and loving people and treating people the way you want to be treated. And, just how you don't do crazy stuff like open up fire on somebody and you don't even know who your intended target is. You just shooting recklessly. And, it's sad. It's really sad. Ms. Hockaday, I really want to thank you so much for coming on tonight. We appreciate you for sharing this space with us and telling us, about what you learned, how you found out about your daughter's death, and what has happened since. We've learned a lot. We've learned from you that the police has done nothing, absolutely nothing. And we just want to encourage people to come forward and, just come forward and tell the truth.
Yes, please.
So this mom can get some rest.
I begged and I pleaded, and I've been begging and begging after begging. Just come forward.
Yeah.
Just tell us what you know and what you saw.
Yeah.
Because my daughter didn't deserve this.
And I tell people, and I think I was muted when I said this too. It may not have been intentional. It may have been directed at somebody else, but there are consequences for accidents and there are consequences for negligence. This wasn't even no accident. This was pure negligence. And I just feel like that this guy or whoever this person is or persons need to come forward. And I'm definitely going to look into this rumor that you heard that Dennis fired off the first shot. And that's probably why he was charged with that gun or having possession of that gun or what have you. And somehow it got thrown out. Maybe it's because they said he's related to the Secretary of Defense. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I heard, but we're going to look into it. Most definitely. So thank you so much, Ms. Hockaday, for coming on. We appreciate you.
And Kevin, Sierra's father, thanks y'all too.
Yes.
You and
yeah.
Too.
We love you. We love you, Ms. Hockaday and Mr. Kevin. We're praying for your family, and we're hoping that somebody come forward and give some type of information, of what happened, the truth, and the person that's responsible.
I thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And I'll call you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Good night. All right, y'all. As you heard from Miss Hockaday, Cierra Webb's mom, nothing has happened with this case. It has been at a standstill, just like the people out here that's refusing to come forward and tell what happened. So we're definitely going to be praying for Miss Hockaday and her family, and that justice will be served for this beautiful 25-year-old young mother here. So y'all make sure y'all shed a light on that. We got to go to some more business down there in Greenville, North Carolina. Y'all know where this young man right here, 3-year-old Marley Burgess, yesterday he was in the care of Kindercare Daycare in Greenville, North Carolina, when he was found in the middle of the road by a good Samaritan. Okay. And I when I first got the tag about the post, and I commented because the person that made the post didn't put the daycare name up there. So the mom had commented and she told me that it was her son and that she was handling it. And this is him right here, 3-year-old Marley Burgess. Okay. He was attending the Kindercare Daycare on Stattenberg Road in Greenville. Now get this. It was his he's not dead. He's not dead. Okay. The young man he's not dead. I'm gonna get to the I know middle of the road sounds crazy, but he's not deceased. But it was his second day at school. Okay. It was his second day at this daycare. And this is how a good Samaritan found him. He was out in the middle of the street, crossing the street near a busy intersection beside LabCorp. Okay. Now, when we did our search on where he's standing at, the address of that location to the address of the Kindercare is 423 feet away. The lady that you see is the Good Samaritan. We don't know who she is right now. She is an angel. Okay. That's what Marley's mom, Mecca Burgess, calls her, an angel. She's definitely an angel. And I just don't understand. And I'm going to show y'all a video in a minute. I just don't understand how you at the daycare working and you ain't watching these people children. Everybody up that mug need to be fired. Now, from my understanding, one person has been fired. But the director need to fire, because the director called the mom and the dad. They were on their way out of Greenville to go to Wake County to help somebody move. And they got a phone call from the director talking about it was a little incident today. This ain't no damn little incident. This is a big incident. This is a big incident. This is a big problem because this 3-year-old boy could have lost his life. He could have been killed. He could have been hit. And you hoes be so high. Y'all be so high. Y'all be so high. High as hell, drunk as a Cooter Brown. Going to work, dealing with these people's children. This ain't no damn game. You better be lucky she ain't come up there like Hurricane Marley and Hurricane Mecca and Hurricane Robert, that young man's dad. You better be lucky that. I just don't understand. And then somebody gonna have the nerve to comment and talk about they can't help that somebody badass child. Girl, this ain't got nothing to do with nobody child being bad. This got everything to do with them hoes coming to work, being high, them hoes all on their phones, on Facebook, texting these motherfuckers that don't want them, sitting out, watching the kids play like they let their kids play in the hood and running all up, scratching up people's cars and all up in people's porches and stuff. Just you let your nappy head children and put the children under the bed tonight. You let your nappy-head kids run all over the neighborhood and all over the parks and recreation and all out there in the street, about to get hit. But you a whole daycare? You a whole daycare. And you let a 3-year-old child get 423 feet from the school, from the daycare, and a Samaritan that's on the road traveling has to get out the car and get the child? And you think, oh, we just gonna make sure this never happen again. Oh, no. You need to shut them damn doors. Y'all need to shut everything down, because the phone call that this mom did get, it could have been the other way around. But God. That's what y'all don't understand. But the Lord. Talking about a little incident. Oh, we had a little incident today and he ran out there. And how the hell he get away from y'all? How he get away from y'all? How the boy get away from y'all? Y'all the daycare. It's his second day. Just imagine this mother's son on his second day wanders away out of the supervision of a daycare that she paying. See, y'all hands be sticky when y'all want families to come up there and pay you all this money, $200 a week, $2,000 a month. But then your hands slippery when it comes to watching their children and making sure their children is fed on time, because y'all ain't feeding the people kids. We heard that too. Y'all be feeding people kids late. This ain't the first time y'all don't watch people's children. But I hope this mama and this daddy put a lawsuit on y'all hoes so bad, I'll sue the whole chain. Everybody need to be fired. And you need to go get your kids out of that daycare. Because next time, it might be your child, and they actually might be done got hit. You trying to figure out how the hell did this happen? And then people were trying to speculate that, oh, some parent ain't watching her child. When all along, it's the damn daycare that she paying her hard work, her hard-earned money to watch her child, and he's in the middle of the street. At what point did y'all recognize that he was gone? There's no way that little boy should have got 423 feet away from y'all. There's no way. What, you got a gate open? What, did somebody open up the gate and say, go where you want to go? What the hell happened? Because we need more information other than this is a small incident. Oh, he had a little incident today. Oh, it was a small incident today. No. Y'all, and what y'all need to do is you need to start piss testing these damn daycare owners. Drug testing them, piss testing them, clothes sniffing them. If you come up in here smelling like loud, you going the wrong way. That's probably why how a lot of y'all kids sleeping, getting that good nap that go longer than it normally go, because they smelling that old loud pack. Now, I don't know if, you know, if they on that loud pack over there. But at the end of the day, y'all on some. You want on motherfucking eye guard duty. You want on goddamn watch the children duty. We know that. We want to know how this happened. We want to know how it happened. We want motherfuckers fired, but we want to know how it happened. How can you ensure the people who don't have no other choice but to keep their child there that they ain't got to worry about learning about their child having a little incident? And then you get on Facebook 2 hours later and the mama got to actually learn that her child was in the middle of a damn street where people done got killed on before, hit by cars. Miss Mecca told me, she said, Gerald, she said, I want to clear it up. She said, I did not learn about this from Facebook. She said, I got a call from the director that said it was a little incident. Then her sister tagged her in a post in this group that they all in, asking, is that my nephew? And that's when she saw on Facebook the depth of this little incident that they tried to call it over there in on Stanberg Road. Y'all need to shut it down. DHHS need to shut it down. There's no way that this child should have been in the middle of a street. There's no damn way this child should have been in the middle of a street. 400 yards. I was about to say miles, but that's how far it probably seemed to him. He's 3. You hoes old as hell in charge of watching somebody's kids, and you can't even watch them. Get off them damn phones. I hope them phones blow up the next time you know you're supposed to be watching somebody's kid and your ass on it. Blow up. Then you'll learn to do your goddamn job. Because if you was doing your job and if you was watching the children, then you won't have to worry about that phone blowing up in your damn hand. We don't want to see y'all got no gate company coming to back up. We need pictures first. We need an explanation, Kindercare. Now, don't make the baddest blogger come down there and protest, shut it down. Because you know the people going to come right beside me. They're going to be right there with me with their signs. Shut it down. Shut it down. But see, if we go out there and stand in the street, oh, they want to lock you up, unpeaceful protest. But a person can be in charge of watching a child next to a busy intersection. I'm talking about the child ain't in the front of the school where the intersection is. The child in the back of the school. But you let a child walk out in the middle of a street and ain't nobody at the daycare in handcuffs yet. Ain't nobody getting child neglect charges. Ain't nobody getting no type of charges. But the moment we come out there and we stand in them badass, bumpy ass, messed up roads in Greenville, we going to jail for protesting. Unlawful assembly. Do we need to come down there and demonstrate how you supposed to watch a child? When I was in school, they had teachers all around the playground. They ain't just have the teachers sitting at the door waiting for us to come on in, blowing that whistle. We see, when I was growing up in Alabama in school, we had to line up. Our teacher was in the front. You found your teacher and you got in line and you put your hand like you put your quiet finger up. But it was teachers from different classrooms that was out there around that playground and did nothing get out of their view or their peripheral. But you hoes over here at Kindercare. How you Kindercare? Kindercare? You said care? Where? Where? Care where? But see, the bad part about it is, see, I like to put y'all name and y'all face to it, just like me. That's why I tell people, I don't hide behind no story. I put my name and I put my face to it. I don't have to hide. But I'm going to put y'all face and y'all name. Everybody that worked there, I'm going to find out who you are, and I'm going to put your ass up on the blog so the people know the next time you tell them to give somebody tell somebody to give their baby to you, we gonna know, hell no. Everybody going up on the blog, everybody getting exposed, from the secretary who just answer calls to the assistant that schedule appointments. Goddamn it, everybody over there need to be shut down. You need to be refunding everybody their money back. And I wouldn't be surprised if the people who, pay for their child to go to school there, I wouldn't be surprised they raise that price a little bit, because they might have to pay a hefty price, because that's traumatic. And this mom is pregnant, and she had to go through this stress of how do you get that out your mind? How do you see your child in the middle of a street like that and not think, what if my child would have got hit? She could have lost her child yesterday. Do you not know how that repeats in your mind, and you trying to do stuff to get it out your mind, but you can't get it out your mind because all you could think about is, I almost lost my child today. But it's a little incident. Okay. All right. Let me show y'all this video. Everybody going up on the goddamn blog. Look at this. Look, you see that truck right there? You see that truck? And people, just look at this. Just look at this video. Just look at the video. Hold on. I mean, do you see how dangerous this is? You see how dangerous that is? You see how dangerous that is? And then we thank God for the footage. But get your footage and get your ass out the car and stop some of this traffic. You see this damn, I don't understand how you see a child in the middle of the road and you got a woman out there, the only person. You got cars coming. You ain't trying to hop out the car and go on over this other side of the street to stop traffic to make sure this. Y'all just don't give a damn. And this is why this is so serious. This is why this is so serious, because y'all don't give a damn. The drivers don't give a damn. Look at that truck. Just he trying to get to his goddamn job or wherever he's going. I'm so sick of these people keep we thank you that you recorded, but it wouldn't have took long for you. Because obviously she had to get out the car. She had to park her car. She had to get out. I mean, I don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know. And maybe there wasn't nothing he could do. Maybe she already had the child. She had him. She got him. They won't need for me to get out. She had him. But still, even with her in the road, they still on the other side don't see her. So let me see. Hold on. Okay. Now, yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if. Hold on. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, just thank God that she did get out. Thank the Lord. Because had she not got out, the person recording took the photo wasn't gonna get his ass out. or her ass out. But just imagine she wasn't there. That truck was going so fast. That young boy probably would have been hit, and it would have probably been fatal. Because obviously, wasn't nobody slowing down. But the daycare got to pay for this. Y'all really, this shouldn't have happened. Everybody there need to be fired. Point blank, period. The director, because you oversee everything. You got to make sure that your team and your employees are doing their jobs. It shouldn't be you shouldn't even be allowing them to slack like this. They should know you mean business. When you got bosses, when you got people on your job and you the boss and they doing what they want to do, that's because you don't mean business. That's why they run over you. They talk about you. They don't listen to it. They ain't got no respect for you. They ready to fight you when you get ready to tell them to do something because you start off being a friend. Instead of being a boss and making sure, listen, we can laugh, giggle later. When them kids outside, make sure y'all are paying attention. Stay off them phones. Don't be on them phones. Leave your phone inside the building. One person need to take their phone in case of an emergency. But watch them children. Or y'all need to go get y'all eyes checked. How about that? Go get your eyes checked. See if you still got 20/20 vision and you ain't out here looking like Fetty Wap where you can't watch these people children because we don't want Fetty Waps watching our children. Okay? We don't want them. So anyways, that's what I got to say about that. It's not too much information that's out about this story. But everything is still developing. Mecca have an attorney, okay? Her mom, okay? She's an attorney. Their grandmother, Marley's grandmother, is an attorney. So they're going to handle the legal part of it. But this is, we don't need nobody like, they need, hey, yeah, baby. Ooh, ooh, you know. No, we need people with 20/20 vision. Okay, we need people that can see miles away. We don't need people that can just smell miles away. We need your eyes to be miles away. Listen, y'all. So we just thankful, really thankful that this young man, this baby, 3-year-old toddler, okay, Marley Burgess is safe. Look at him. We so glad that you are safe, Marley. Oh man, we so glad that you're safe and that you are in your mother's and your father's care, in their arms, out of harm's way. And heck, Marley probably was trying to get away from the damn daycare. Hell, he running away. Cause y'all high as hell probably. Over there probably got the slide powdered down. We don't know what y'all doing. And we ain't finna act like y'all grown folks don't be at the daycare sipping on them goddamn Sonic cups to my happy hour. Yeah, we know what you got in that cup trying to get your day on by. Y'all ain't slick. God damn it. My grandmother used to say, you can't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for tuning in on tonight. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on tonight. We appreciate it. Okay? I just cannot believe these people. Everybody need to be fired. But just know we on y'all ass like grass. Okay? We on you. Because we want to know. We need answers. And I've been getting a lot of stories, and I'm going to have to sit down and go through them. But I've been getting a lot of stories all day since I posted a story about this situation. So many people have been reaching out to me, Gerald, I got a story. Gerald. Just Gerald. Everybody has a story about this damn place. So what's going on? Because we know y'all ain't caring for nobody. Y'all kindering over that mob, but y'all ain't caring. There's a lot of kindering. But y'all sure ain't caring, because that was not caring the word. That was no care. That was negligent. Kinder negligence. That's what y'all is. Kinder negligent care. That's what y'all is. The negligent care. I want to know how many times have kids got away? Because everybody that's in a car on a road ain't a good Samaritan. But I'm going to leave that alone. All right, y'all. Yeah, they kindering over there. Them kindering spirits. They said, wait, let me see. What it say? They were found across the road. Wow. Listen, Carla. And Carla, you got blocked too, didn't you? Did somebody block you too? Them old demons. I said, what Carla do? Carla, I went back because I had to go back and look at the comment. I went back. I said, well, Carla ain't said nothing. Lord, watch over our kids. School is about to start back. They already got fights and first day of school everywhere across the world. I just say, you know what? Get control of your children. Please. So, anyways, thank y'all so much for tuning in on tonight. Remember, if you have a story that you think the public should know about, send it to me. News tip at the, somebody say, yo, Emma, you don't worry about it, because I'm going to switch them out. It's okay. It's okay. We fixed the problem for now. Send us a story at newstip@thencbeat.com. If you have a story that you think the public should know about, send it to us. And we'll go from there. All right. If you enjoyed the show tonight and you want to send me $1, you can. It's GJ, the CEO, or you can send, you know, which y'all were going to send, Miss Hockaday, y'all can send it to me. Miss Hockaday say, I'm good. I don't need nothing. Send it to me. It's GJ, the CEO. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. Make sure y'all share the live. Shout out to everybody that's watching the replay. You know, shout out to y'all. Turn your notifications on and